people normally ask, how do you know your niche? How do you realize your potential? Can you easily tell which area you are aligned to, the area that you feel more alive, where you enjoy the journey, where it's more of you, it's more of yourself. And mostly, the easiest way is normally like this. If you can be able to get your memories when you were a little kid, let's say right now you're 25 years old, you're 30 years old, or 40, 18, you're a teenager, you're a young adult, you are older. The easiest way to know who you are is if you can recollect your previous memories when you were a child and try and remember what you like to engage in before you interacted with the teachers, before you went to school, before you came interaction with, right now we're talking of social media, before you interact with your peers, before they were a factor of influence in the decisions that you're making. That's exactly who you are, the way you acted naturally, what really made sense to you, if you are hands-on or if you are just a smart kid, and what really moved you. That can be easily because the what kids normally show naturally. And this is for parents. If you are a parent out there or you're aspiring to be a parent, this is the biggest gift you can give to your child, helping them to pick up their potential as early. Because when kids, they are just being themselves, they are able to walk and talk. You can pick something from their lives when they are 1, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, before they just go to school, before they get these distractions helping them to before they find a way. There's a way kids try to adapt. If you speak to them in a harsh way, they'll tend to understand that I'm not supposed to be doing this. So before the way they just show up naturally, how you can be able to pick their area and be able to pick their potential and even their gifts and talents. So that's one way. So if you're able to go back and recollect your memories at that very early age, or if you can speak to a person who was there when you're growing up, and if they have been keen and they'll tell you that maybe you like to do this, you love to engage in this, if maybe you liked hands-on, you did. I have a very good example. I have one of my closest person in my life that they're not good, they are good at books, but they anything to do with books, if you mention them homework, they will not want to do homework. Yeah, I have a brother who he is good at what he does in school, but he finds everything to evade anything book work. So he will say that he's sick, maybe he will leave his homework book at school, but in contrary, everything hands on, anything that it involves handling with the hands, he's very good at it. So this is a person who has very soft skills for things. So this, if you're able to pick this very early, then it plays a very major role in who you want to become in the future. So that's one way. That's also one of the easiest way, because this is where the mind expresses itself. And as I've said time and again in my videos, is that whatever potential that was put in you really dictates on how you are designed. Let's say if a car like a Rolls Royce was primarily designed for luxury, so the way it has been designed is for it to offer that luxury. So its design is able to showcase or bring out its potential. And a car like the Beast for the President of the United States of America is designed primarily for security. So if you see the thick doors, the tinted glasses, bulletproof glasses, oxygen support, it's meant to provide 100% security to the head of state of the United States of America. So this, like, the reason of existence for like these particular cars, like for the Beast, it's for security. It dictates its design. You cannot find that vehicle being made in a very normal way. It will have one of the heaviest materials that are around, one of the safest, the anti-missile bombs, anti-missile detectors, everything. So the design of how it's made is primarily determined by its reason for existence. Same way for the Rolls Royce, it's designed for luxury. So they don't mind doing tinted glasses. They don't mind. They don't put tinted glasses. They won't put bulletproof. You can put it later, but them they look at luxury, the leather seat, the comfort, the heated seat, the cold seat. You get a fridge in there. So these are vehicles that are designed for a specific purpose. The same way, we human beings, we are designed for a specific reason, and that reason really dictates exactly who we are. So when you are able to pick maybe those external the external ways on how we show up, then it's easy to tell the exact way or reason why we were made. And one thing you need to know, that you yourself, when you listen to yourself, when you listen to your spirit, you can easily tell if you are on the right track or on the wrong track, because there is no way you can lie to yourself. Even if you are doing something wrong, you will exactly know that this is wrong. This whatever I'm doing is something wrong. Even if you go ahead and do it, you will first judge yourself and know that whatever I'm doing is wrong. So when, as you explore life, maybe you are in that career, you are in that job, you are in that business, you can tell when you listen to your spirit, you can tell easily if you are experiencing life or what you are doing is literally draining life from you. So this is the thing that we want to speak out. This is the conversation that we are pushing here on the Real Talk Hub. What we are trying to make sure that every person, they try to get to that place, their niche. Because when you operate from a place of niche, you're not struggling, you're not comparing yourself with anybody else, you are building your own capacity. Because at this place, this is where you function optimally. And this is a place of favor. This is a place where there is grace. So you have an advantage over the people. So once you're able to find this particular place, and it starts with being intentional, it starts with being, wanting to have having that desire to want to live, to want to experience and enjoy the journey. Because mostly we are taught in school to wait. You have to read and maybe get a job. When you get a job, you can get good money, and then you're able to enjoy. But in life, regards to purpose, we're talking of enjoying the journey. Even if it's going to school, you're going to school to study the right course. If you are into music, instead of going to study education first, then you come and do music as a side hustle. What if you go to school and do music from the time go, from the initial stage? Then you are enjoying the journey. Even if you are going to study, you are enjoying the journey. If you want to make sure that you make people get justice in the society, from the time go, you start going to legal school, you start going to the law school, you go and do that law course. You are already on your path towards your destination. And what really matters here is make sure that you are enjoying the journey. You're not feeling, as much as it might be, the journey to your purpose is not easy always. But when you have that fulfillment from within, when that thing is coming from within you, you can be able to easily bring out the perseverance and the endurance to manage exactly whatever thing you're going through. So that's why we are here in the Real Talk. So the Real Talk, it's all about speaking the truth, and speaking the truth and truth alone, in line to how we made our decisions. Because, like, for my case, there are some decisions that I've made based on maybe job employment, based on money, based on what society thought is better. But I never sat down and rethought of exactly what I really want to do. But right now, I'm back on that track, and I shall be sharing my story as we go ahead, in how the discovery of my purpose has shaped my decision and has shaped what the choices that I make in life. So allow me to just take you through the Real Talk Manifesto, what we believe in the Real Talk. And these are some of the things that we are trying to push as a platform. So in the Real Talk, we believe that every person has value. that every person has a specific value that they carry, and they are meant to deliver in this time period that they are existing. And we believe that every person carries unique potential. It might be similar to someone else, but it's very unique. We believe success matters, but fulfillment matters too. We also believe purpose is discovered through self awareness, reflection, experience, and offering service. We believe people should spend their entire lives living, not merely surviving. So instead of surviving always, because at some point you may survive, but if you not survive entirely, you should yearn to get to the point where you live, where you experience the life, where you enjoy the journey, where you feel fulfillment. We believe individuals should be intentional about the life they build. Instead of just finding yourself in a path maybe that you chose wrongly, a path that you are even 100% sure that you hate it, instead of building that life around it, why can't you be intentional about what the life you want to build? And if you're a young man, instead of just jumping into a course, jumping into a career, why can't you just sit back and think of exactly what you really want to do, instead of just following the waves in society, following the social media trends, but build a life that really resonates with exactly who you are? We believe real and true conversation can change lives. And that's why we are sharing these talks. That when we share our stories, when we share our regrets, where we are, because at some point, maybe you are a person who is 35 years of age, you've been in a career, then at some point you feel you're detached. You're able to speak to a person who is 15 years old, 20 years of age, who wants to choose something, yet they haven't really thought of it fully. So once we share these real and true life experiences, it's able to resonate with people who are in that particular point in time. And through this, we're able to change individuals, we're able to change people, change families, change the country. And before you realize, every single person on this world will be living a happy life, purposeful, fulfilled, and they're going to leave a very, very big legacy. And finally, we believe meaningful life is one that aligns purpose, fulfillment, and legacy. With all these three things achieved, fulfillment, purpose, and legacy, then you can say a human being is complete. Then, when even your time comes to die, you're not afraid to die because you are sure you've given yourself all, you've given yourself out to all the world, you've given yourself, and you've reached the place where you have actualized yourself, and you're like, man, I'm good to go. Even your creator, when he meets you at this particular point, you'll be like, my son, my daughter, whatever I exactly sent you to do, to go and do, you've really achieved it. So follow up as we continue to share conversation. We shall be doing solo talks, we shall be doing interviews, we shall be doing podcasts, we shall be doing books. This is a very bigger media hub as we share real and realistic life experiences. So if you're out there, you want to be part of this, don't hesitate. Just drop in your numbers, drop in your comments, and we shall be linking up with you. You have a story you want to share us, you made a choice in life that wasn't aligned with you, how did you maneuver around with it, or you are trying to find your purpose in life, follow in and we shall figure out this together. I don't have the answers, you have the answers. Through our exploration, through the stories we're going to share, then you're able to make your own decision and decide what is the right thing for you to do.